In today's content, I will talk about BTC. We'll talk about BTC on a macro scale and what type of price action we could expect over the next like a few weeks, few months, or even like a few years going forward, right? So as you may know, guys, we already got the highest monthly candle close above all-time high. Okay, so we got this, as I said, not the candle, not the price action being above all-time high, but the candle closing above all-time high. Most of the time, I tend to refer to the 7-day cycle, weekly cycle, and all that good stuff, 3D cycle. But it is quite important to note, like whenever we basically break out above all-time high on the on the monthly basis, we tend to get like high volatility to the upside. We talked about it back in August, September. We say September going to be what? It's going to be a bearish month. Let September go away. October going to be one of the most bullish month, right? And November going to be like, we just got to pack our bags and ready to go to the moon and all that good stuff, right? So as you can see right here, back in November, right here, when after we got our highest monthly close above like all-time high, our previous all-time high was like 20K, give or take, right? Actually, to be exact, 19 just about like a 19666 and so on, right? Depending on which exchange you're using. As you can see right here, we closed above it in some exchanges. What happened after that? We did get some short-term, dump right here when bears were calling for a retest of the weekly 21 EMA. If you go ahead and take a look at the weekly 21 EMA right here, after we close above the all-time high, we basically dump like slightly all the way down to like a 16.4, 16.1 and so on. So bears got excited, right? But they forgot about the monthly closure. So right here, as you can see, we pumped massively after that. Okay, we got a nice support consolidated the last few the last few days of November, right? And December we pumped like nearly over 50%. Okay, right here to be exact, we pumped like a 47.5%, right? So beautiful close right here. So what I'm expecting, if you guys remember what I said back in September, I was giving you guys what, a heads up, right? And I was like, okay, it is okay. We got two bearish 3D cycle. It is okay, right? All we need to do, right, just close above like a 60K on our next 3-week cycle right there. Remember the 3-week cycle closed when? Back in October 21st. So between October 22nd and October 31st, what I said was like, we just going to be in this range. We got a very good chance, right, to try to stay above 60K just to close the monthly candle, right? It is very important, guys. I said it like over 10 days ago. So most of you guys been FOMOing or been panicking. All I've been saying is like, just pay attention to your 6-hour time frame. Pay attention to your daily time frame. Okay, so if we go back, let's go ahead and take a look at our daily time frame, right, before we continue talking about the good stuff. If you take a look at the daily time frame right here, after we hit like a nearly 67, and we dump all the way down right here. So what I was saying, on the low degree, right, we could get a nice support right here, right? Yes, we did have a support right there, right? I was saying like we could still be consolidating. We just don't know what type of price action we're going to be making. But the most important thing is like price action, okay, going to stay between 67 to basically 59.5. We dump all the way down to the 100 EMA, just about like a 57. Got the nice support right there, right? So the lower degree, it is still looking bullish. We can still, okay, in the short term, still retest the 6-hour 100 EMA. So it could be just a short-term shakeout and all that good stuff, right? So going back to the 3 weeks time frame, as you can see right here, guys, we're looking pretty juicy. Okay, we're looking pretty juicy. And in order for the bears to get strong, they got to wipe out the last 3 weeks candle, like right here. The first 3 weeks of candle of October. Okay, remember the candle opened on October 1st and closed exactly October 21st, right? So in order for the bears to get strong, okay, they got to wipe out all the gains, right? They got to wipe out all the gains, meaning like we got to close a candle below what? Below 43 on a 3 weeks basis. So, and we got our next candle, going to open like in 2 weeks or so. So something to keep in mind. I don't think bears right now are strong enough to make that happen within the next like 10 days or so, right? So something to basically keep in mind. And if you notice also, most of these alt, they're still below their September lows, okay? They still actually below their September highs, okay? Near their September lows, some of them, okay? So, and most of these alt, are looking to break out above their September highs. And I don't see how alt going to be breaking out above September highs without BTC remaining calm, okay? Or at least breaking out to the upside. So it is very, very tricky. You got to basically take into account like the alt setups and all that good stuff, right? So now let's take a look at BTC on a 50-day cycle, right? When we take a look at BTC on a 50-day cycle, what I told you guys, all we needed to do, right? If we get a candle close above 60K, that's going to be great, but we don't have to. If we close, let's say, if we just close above like 58, 59 and a half and all that good stuff, that's going to be what? That's going to be bullish. So our 50-day cycle right here, open like on October 28th, and we closed the previous cycle just about like a 58 give or take, and that's all we were looking for when BTC was like at 42, 43. So we talked about it previously, so hopefully you guys were ready for the 59, 60K closure. The most important, once again, was like the 3 weeks time frame, which was the first candle to close before the 50-day cycle, and then the monthly cycle, the 3 weeks time frame to close above 60K. That was the most important, okay? Even though we did not close above 60K on our 50-day cycle, we got the monthly candle to get the job done. The monthly candle already got the job done. So I'm going to remain bullish on BTC over the next like 30 days to 50 days. We know the 50-day cycle is going to close on December 17th, right? So that's why December 17th is so important. We talk about all these dates like since like last year, okay? Since like last year, we've been talking about like October 27th, right? October 21st, December, December 17th and all that good stuff. And December 24th is also a very important month, a very important date, because that's the last that's the last week of the yearly cycle, right? So most of the time we tend to get what a shakeout on alt before the alt pump and all that good stuff. We've seen it last year when alt basically dumped like massively to the downside. Some of them dumped like 35-40%. That's when Link dumped all the way down to like $8 and all that good stuff, and basically pump right back up the next like a week and all that good stuff, right? So just to cut it short, right, BTC, it is still looking pretty bullish, right? So in our upside target, we could get there at any given time, okay? I'm not saying we're going to get there this month or all that good stuff, but all I'm saying is if we take a look at it on the log scale, we're still shooting for the 1.27 to 1.41 extension to the upside. We talked about it, guys, when BTC was at 40K, okay? We said once we get everything clear, right, we know our upside target could be all the way up to 81,000. Could be like from 81,000 up to like a $91,000. All right, so that's the level we're going to be, looking for over the next like a few weeks. It doesn't mean, once again, we won't break out above $91, $91K. You see what I'm saying? It only means like we could get some consolidation range, just like what happened between 67 and 57. We could pump like to let's say pump to like a 91, retest 81 and all that good stuff. But I just don't want to speculate too early what type of correction we're going to get there, but let's just get there first, right? And once we get there, we could even like a pump all the way up to like a 107, which is going to be like a 1.618 extension. Okay, so something to basically keep in mind. I just wanted to give you guys a short video update regarding the macro view. We know September, it is a bad month. We know October, it is a very good month. We know most of the time, okay, November, once we close above all-time high, bang, okay, bang, we tend to basically get the big move to the upside after that, right? Thanks a lot for watching.